In the news this week, New Year Day hangover drives famous DJ to confusion. Champions train to face Anthony Joshua. Three federal parastatal board nominees discuss the way forward. And now, it's the other news.
And here's your host, Okey Bakassi.
Thank you. Welcome to the other news. It's our first episode for the year 2018, and normally I would say Happy New Year. But I'll put it to you as a question instead. Happy New Year? With the way things be right now for this country, you reach to ask, oh. I hope you have emerged from the holidays with food in your kitchen, fuel in your car, gen and jerrycan, and maybe a few regrets. My guest today is none other than Mr. Seun Onigbinde of BudgIT. Please, round of applause for Mr. Seun Onigbinde. Also on the show, our correspondent Binta Bhadmus will be doing some futuristic investigation into the year 2018. And we'll see if Dan D Humorous is back on his hinges this year. But first, it's the other news headlines. In the other news today, in Kwara State, a man who had been thought to be a mentally ill man was found with a check for 100 million naira in his possession. A check of 100 million. You might call him a madman, but to Professor Sage, he is just an unfortunate whistleblower. North Korean President Kim Jong-un says he has a nuclear button on his desk.
미국은 결코 나와 우리 국가를 상대로 전쟁을 걸어오지 못합니다.
Well, what he doesn't know is there's also something on our president's desk in Aso Rock, which he uses to destroy his enemies. Enemies must die in 2018. Well, President Buhari's running mate in the 2013 election, Pastor Bakare, says God has told him, Pastor Bakare, to run for president.
I heard the Lord say to me, politics is not over for you. There is still one thing left for you to do. Run for president.
Well, some Nigerians have responded by donating some items to the pastor's campaign. Yeah, just to make sure he hears clearly. Yeah. And now to other matters. The new year is an opportunity for all of us to start on a fresh page, to correct past mistakes, and to generally try to do better than we did last year. Perhaps this was why the Buhari administration swiftly announced appointments to the boards of various federal parastatals and MDAs, more than 2.5 years after getting into government. Remember how we had to wait several months before ministers were nominated, and how the entire nomination process was turned into a circus.
When this list was coming, we expected full 36, not partial. After 3 months, after 4 months, we believe that the time for partial.
See reality TV show. The APC government has been so slow to do the most basic things that their slogan, change, should be changed to finally or last. The list of nominees to the government boards was long. The names were many. But it did not take Nigerians long to find some interesting things in the list. After all, we no get work. Yeah. It seems the president had appointed a few deceased Nigerians to the boards. There was an uproar as the press and public began to dig up more irregularities from the list. But the president's spokesman, Garba Shehu, attempted to calm things down by giving their side of the story. And boy, what a story it was.
Because it was put together in 2015, received from the states of the country through the party headquarters by the office of the Secretary to the government.
Yes, that is one of the problems with Nigeria. The politicians like to share everything. Nominations, money. Sometimes they even get so greedy that they share their own political parties into two. So, the president shared the slots for nomination between himself, governors, and other political interests. And together, they shared the positions between the living and the dead. Yes, it's good to remember the deceased. This one, a political libation, I need a person. But let's listen to the presidential spokesman, Garba Shehu, again.
The then Secretary to the government put up a team and they worked on it and they put together these appointments.
Yes. This is one of the favorite tricks of government at all levels in Nigeria. When something goes wrong, you shift the blame to the grass cutters from the past. When the president can't be in his office, we blame rats. When fuel supply fails, we blame unknown unpatriotic elements. No wahala. Be doing.
When it was handed in, and the governors were unhappy about it, and they said they were not carried along. And so therefore, the president said, okay, he put up another panel, chaired by His Excellency the Vice President, Professor Oshibanjo.
This is another thing this government likes to do. Setting up committees and put the Vice President, Professor Oshibanjo, in charge. That guy must be overworked. No, Prof. No. But the explanation continues.
And we had this reviewed, and it was presented early in January, at a time when the president himself had his own challenges. And so therefore, it wasn't acted upon at that time.
It wasn't acted upon. These are the same people who kept telling us that the president's health challenges were not having any impact on governance. Why are they now singing a new song? See, the truth is slowly coming out. Breeze don't blow, and foul this thing don't open.
And perhaps someone acted mechanistically.
You say what? Mechanistic. Nice try, Uncle Garba. You cannot confuse me with big words. You cannot. The point is that we expect the federal government of Nigeria to pay more attention to detail, especially with appointments as sensitive as this. How about, calling somebody a day before you appoint them? Just to check whether they are still around.
I think that this is nothing extraordinary. In any case, this is a list of about 1,300 names.
Nothing extraordinary? I doubt it. Even the National Union of Deceased Nominees is saying that this is extraordinary. Because it is the first time its members have been given so many slots on federal boards.
We admit that this is a mistake and corrections will be made.
Mm-hmm. It is good you have admitted that you made a mistake. But these mistakes are becoming too many. Remember the time when they nominated people to the board of the ICPC and it turned out that some of the nominees had a case to answer with, yes, you guessed it, the ICPC. Dear federal government and governments at all levels, you can do better. Now, New Year be this, so please, change. My guest today is an entrepreneur, an open data analyst, and the CEO of civic startup BudgIT. This young man is on a mission to change the world using open data. Please welcome Seun Onigbinde, ladies and gentlemen. Please a round of applause. Seun, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right.
It's good to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes, you're an open data analyst and founder of BudgIT.
Yeah.
To mere mortals like us who do not understand some of these things, please can you shed more light?
Okay, so I'm happy to be here in a much more relaxed way.
Yeah, good.
So we believe government data is very difficult to understand. If someone wants to steal money, he has to make it very, very difficult to understand. Because by the time you hear billions appropriations, appropriation, you hear things around environment, you hear the things about the monies in the pipeline, you know, you might not really understand. So our work is to simplify it, make sure that everyday Nigerian can understand their budget. Because you say you put 1.2 trillion on capital project, I say, okay, list the projects for us, so that we know, so that at least we can go and verify. But we don't have it. The numbers don't add up. So for me, you know, it looks like there's ghost spending now. You know.
Yes. I mean, if we're appointing dead people, now why would we have ghost spending?
That's ghost spending. The money is there, but it's not there.
All right, I'm sure you're going to find this segment very, very interesting. Don't go anywhere. It's still the other news. We'll be back. Still the other news, a place to be. And I'm speaking with Seun Onigbinde. We are talking budgets. So why should Nigerians be taking your job seriously?
Yeah, you should take it seriously because, like I always tell people, you know, public money is free for all. You know, it's like you put money in a bucket. In that same bucket, the politician wants to buy cars. He wants to fly abroad. He wants to pay himself per diem and whatever. You know, he also wants to build roads. He also wants to build schools. If you don't put attention, your own priorities will not happen. It's true. Yeah. So because when people say it's money, into the money is in Aso Rock, it's an Aso Rock, it's federal government money. Yeah. Public money, you know, there's something they call tragedy of commons. That if it's for everybody, then it becomes nobody. Yeah. Like I belong to everybody.
And belong to nobody. And if we just keep quiet, somebody can just be taking our money and be going to hospital.
No, but it's why we have to stand up and ask questions like. There are always projects in the budget. Then you can download this, but it's available on our website, available on Budget Office website. If you Google budget, you find the budget there. Search what is there for my area. What constituency project is there? The member of National Assembly has nominated. If he's not delivering it, why? Those are the things that will touch you. Cars will not touch you. You won't have private security.
Okay, there's a lot of dysfunction in government finances. Some of the things that you uncover, don't they rattle you?
Yeah, it rattles you, sometimes. But sometimes you have to just chill, understand that.
How do you chill in the face of, you're looking at data and you're seeing stuff? Because someone like me, sometimes when they brandish these figures like this, I want to faint.
I mean, it has happened to me too before. But after I faint, and they stop. You
run out of spaces to faint.
They said they will not wake you up next time. So when they told me that they will not wake me up next time, I said I will stop fainting. But it's because the whole idea of government is about sharing. No, it's about distribution. That's why when you talk to the average member of National Assembly in the closet, you tell you, why are you worried about me? The National Assembly budget is, even though it's 130 billion, it's just small budget. It's not small in the trillion size of the budget. Everybody sees the government budget as their own opportunity to take something. So in some sort of way, that's why you find that a lot of priorities are not aligned.
And it's a shame people like us don't even get to touch this budget.
Yeah, but you should touch it. You should look into it. If it's rules, because if you don't ask questions, if you don't check it, if you don't ask questions, it will not happen. Like I've said, there are always so many.
What kind of questions should I be asking now that will make them at least look this my side?
Okay, no. Okay, for example, now you have roads in your area that are terrible. You have hospitals that are terrible. If you go and meet the State House of Assembly and say, why is this road not fixed? You say, it's not in the budget. That's the easiest excuse. So the question is, if it's October, I will write him a letter. If it's not in the budget last year, it must be in the budget this year. And if you put it in the budget, it must happen. It's not like you go and collect half of the money from the contractor, and the contractor does an half job or doesn't even appear at all. So there's what you call democracy. If it works, it's because there's vigilance from the citizens.
Okay, that's revealing. This administration says that they've blocked financial leakages and they've recovered lots of funds. Now, looking at our budget and going through the numbers, are you seeing anything in that direction?
I told you there's ghost spending, so there can be ghost revenues too. Because it's a country that now that if the dead can make it before you into public appointments, anything is not held in certainty. But the thing is that there have been a lot of noise, and I guess the problem with this administration is there's so much rush to the media. even when the things are not yet clear. You know, you see somebody's property, the court has not said, has not declared that this is a stolen property. You just assume that, well, that because he worked in government, he should not have access to this size of property. Then you go out to the press and say, you have recovered so and so. But technically, there's still no court pronouncement that makes it yours. No, so we have said we recorded a lot of money, but till today, nobody has said that this money that we recover, this is what we have used it to fund. Nobody. Even every year, they will say recovered funds will be put into the budget. We look at the end of the year.
So these recovered funds are not in this year's budget?
It's in this year's budget. 2018, yes, it is there.
Was it the last year's budget?
It was not in the last year's budget.
Okay, so we are going to see it now.
We are hoping that this time around, when the receipts come at the end of the year, we'll be able to say that, okay, part of that budget was funded by looted funds. But it's, and also their names should be public. We should be able to know who
took what. You know that they are running the whole thing like it's a secret court.
Director in civil service, you have 84 cars, you have 24 houses. On what basis?
Oh my goodness. If you were given the opportunity to say fix something about our budgeting, what would that one thing be?
Okay. If I would say, see, the way we do our budget is that is just a contracting line. You know, if you look at Nigeria, but there's no statement, there's no intelligence, there's no vision to it. It's just like, because if you read somewhere like other countries, I don't want to mention, you see that there was a problem statement. Okay. There's a vision to say we are going to revitalize primary healthcare centers, 24 of them. So when you look at the line items in the budget, everything fits into it.
So our budget, no vision.
What you just see in the budget is just, what I call contract dispensing.
So if our budget has this vision problem, that means it may have hearing problem as well.
Yeah. It's just a contract dispenser. So everybody goes, you just look at every line and it's like a contract. There should be a guiding philosophy to power the budget.
Thank you. It's been nice talking to you.
Thank you so
You
much.
left me more confused. All right, thank you very much, Seun. It's nice talking to you.
All right.
Yes, we don't move anywhere because it's the other news. Here, a lot happens. All right, stay with me. In our country, people use the phrase, had I known, when things like hold up and fuel scarcity surprise them. Luckily, our special, very gifted correspondent, Binta Bhadmus, is here to give us some insight to prevent had I known in 2018. Join me as I welcome our special correspondent, Binta Bhadmus. Binta.
Hello, okay. Happy New Year.
You're looking well refreshed and 2018 compliant.
Yes, my brother. It's 2018.
What do you have for us?
Well, in 2018, Nigerians and people all around the world hope that the year will be a better one for them.
Sure.
But let's face it, okay? Most of them are deceiving themselves, oh.
I don't know, Binta, but we don't want to start with all this negativity. Give us some positive energy, please.
Is it your negativity? Has anybody come back at the end of the month happy because he has been paid positivity? With the help of these special cards of mine, I have decided to tell Nigerians what lies ahead. Okay, pick one.
The middle top one.
This one?
Yeah.
I see light, but plenty darkness. Even astronauts and aliens will not be able to see Nigeria from space. Electricity will be going and coming like kindred spirits. And then, okay, the fact that we are the largest black nation in the world, no be mouth. Everywhere is black.
Binta, you don't need to be a fortune teller to tell that one. I mean, is it not obvious when the government has included plenty generator in the 2018 budget? It will be dark now.
Hold on.
Please tell me something else.
Hold on. I see crowds. I see podiums. I see cards. I see posters. I see fake smiles and speeches filled with colorful, empty promises.
You mean election campaigns?
You got it, okay? You've been doing this prediction business since before.
I don't do any prediction business. I just watch the news and the other news.
Hold on, okay? There's more. I see carryovers.
As in university carryovers?
Like university carryovers, yes. But this time it involves the government. The government will be receipting that cost from year one for failing to provide 3 million jobs for Nigerians and presiding over a loss of 1 million jobs.
Are you sure this government will pass that receipt? It doesn't look like they are preparing enough to pass.
I can't see clearly if they will pass. But if they don't pass, you know who they will blame?
The picture, yes, the picture. Thank you very much, Binta Bhadmus. Thank you very much. I hope you come back next time with some more encouraging, positive, heartwarming stuff.
Well,
all right.
It's Nigeria. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in Nigeria. I agree with you. All right, we are still here. It's the other news. Hopefully, Dan D Humorous has something better to offer. It's still the other news. Everyone knows that in life, there are breakups and there are makeups. Correspondent Dan the Humorous has been observing a melodious trend that might hold the key to keeping this country together and at peace. Take it away, Dan.
Happy New Year, Nigeria. Now, 2017 had its own fair share of unhealthy rivalry, or what young people will call beef. From the clergy between Chris Ojigbani and Suleiman Johnson, to the homes of husband and wife, to political with the normal character, we know them every day. But today, we want to face the music industry that had lots of unhealthy rivalry in the year 2017. Nice sang a song, I want to be living things, I want to be picking things, wire. And Fast the bad guy, trying to sound like a good guy, accused Nice of promoting Yahoo. Nice did not take it nicely. But again, Yoruba people, they know how to hold a grudge, but very short period of time. Nice and Fast settled this matter over a plate of amala, a wedu, blessed and baptized with Ishon, Asu, Shaki, Pomo, Eru, Abodi, Hambode, everything, like... You know, and it was settled. After that, Harry Song looked at his former record label, 5 Star Music, and gave them 5 fingers, if not 10 fingers, and looked at them and told them, I don't get another sponsor. And he moved. Kiss Daniel looked at Emperor Jeezy in the eye and kissed him goodbye with his 30,000 naira per month salary. Wait, by the way, Kiss Daniel. So now 30,000 they pay you, now you get pride like that. So even civil servants were earning more than you, Kiss Daniel. How? These musicians will not kill us. And then the one that really troubled us, the Okoye brothers. P-Square had a messy, terrible breakup, turning the chambers of a whole Festus Keyamo, S-A-N, to a wrestling arena with Keyamo as a referee. Now, P-Square, they are nothing but upcoming artists, struggling for their singles to be played. We are praying that like Faz and Nice, one day they will also reconcile, probably on a table of nkwobi, ishewu, and hot catfish pepper soup. And the mother of them all, Wizkid and Davido, doing like PDP and APC. And of course, like the normal way, when the politicians are busy enjoying themselves up above, the followers will be busy fighting themselves down below. So while Wizkid and Davido were all over the world, making hits, headlining shows, winning awards, their followers were busy fighting each other from Lagos to Dubai. But like the Bible says, better is the end of every matter than the beginning thereof. That is why in the month of December, we saw a flurry of reconciliations. First of all, Davido reconciled with Dele Momodu. Now they are together. Now the bad part is, who will or what will Neda be singing in that part? They say, Mr. Dele, na my boy. Dele, na my boy. Which happens to be my favorite part of that song. They don't come spoil them. And then shortly afterwards, at Wizkid's concert, he reconciled with Davido. They performed together on stage. It was epic. And then Davido had his concert, and we had the mother of all reconciliation. After 5 years of breaking up, more hits came together. Don Jazzy, The Bunch, all of them to perform. I was emotional. I was crying, especially when they sang that song. I love that over love. It was epic. You get? Now, there's a recurring decimal in all of these reconciliations. Davido. It is clear that the anointing of reconciliation is on you, Davido. Therefore, my dear good brother Davido, I'm asking you, take your next 30 billion concert to River State and reconcile Amechi and Wike. Take the next 30 billion concert to Lokoja and reconcile Dino Milaye and Yahaya Bello. You know what? Just take this concert round. Reconcile Igwe Tupac, Charles Okocha with his sense. Reconcile Bob Risky with his original destiny. Reconcile Ben Dededeng with... That one don't lose. Leave her. Reconcile Nigerian politicians with their conscience. And most importantly, if you can, maybe that it could be 100 or 200 billion concert. Reconcile young Nigerian people with their sense of responsibility to hold Nigerian leaders to account and stop running away from their responsibilities as citizens. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm totally with Dan the Humorous on this one. And that's the other news for today, people. We count it a privilege to continue bringing you humor and excitement your way this year. Be sure to follow us at the Other News CTV on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And if you would like to be part of our live studio audience, reach out to us on any of the numbers on your screen right now. Our people say that it is better to make a mistake at the beginning than at the end. My name is Okey. Let's make it a date next, same time next week. Love you all. Yes.